Welcome to the finale of this series. Episode 50, the finale. Now we're instantly going to start where we left off. The war is now commencing. Offensive over here. Completely all started. And they fall. The hands of this brutal invasion. Yeah, this turkey country cooked. Says the gray team has the jump here. This war is known as the final showdown. Okay, the title of last video. Which, yeah, this one's big. We have two big wars to get through. But I thought also Henry was here. Russia is throwing hands here. And yeah, over here they're able to push not very much in, but they do get a tiny bit in. A lot of forces from Europe are coming over. A mass invasion over here begins. Of the neighboring countries. Progress over here is being made. Not that fast, though. Due to the fact there's not much troops over here. Boy, in Africa. This country. Charlottenburg. They get decimated. Invasion over here begins. Yeah, their army is way better. The siege of the capital here begins, and it does, in fact, fall. And their kind of main focus over here is to knock Africa out. The rest are kind of just holding. This is like in like a week, like in week 1 of the conflict. Yeah, over here, by now, like, it's really bad. Africa has now, Africa has fallen. Our second annexation, it will be arriving. You guys are basically just annexing all the territory they have. Do the same thing over here in Turkey. So yeah, annexation has happened. So the Chinese are going to be pushing out. Yeah, the conflict here is getting pretty big. As Australia is completely abandoned here. By the great team here. Or the people from the world, whatever you want to call them. I say great team because it's shorter. You know the basics here. Yeah. Ashino has fallen. Yeah, I'm never going to occupy this story. Yeah, Madagascar falls. there, just clap here. So yeah. Another joint. Force here. Invade. Yeah. Here's South Africa. Has fallen, and now this is the single continent under their control. So that is the second continent. I'm gonna go to Russia. Where we've not really been catching up here. Their invasion is pushed back. And that's because of the English forces over there. The Americas here. It's mostly been they just kind of are digging in here. And they just took this country. And the next step. But kind of some bad news over here. They are starting to get pushed back over here. Yeah.
What in the simple way?
Yeah. Over here. The territory is lost. So nothing more troops down here. Not all the troops are going to South America.
What?
Now, the campaign on South America begins. Yeah, Brazil is collapsing.
I can't. I can't.
We're only being a month since the war. Prize effect is gone for these.
Because I can't.
Yeah, the prize effect is gone for
Yeah.
the great team here, but also don't judge my background noises. And yeah, let's start. Don't judge them. The battle of the capital of Brazil begins. He just dropped a massive
I can't
bomb
hear
on it,
any of them.
incinerating it. So now there's a hole in South America.
Who changed the game mode? Because now I can't join. I can't join.
The government forces are fleeing to Asia due to the fact that South America is lost.
We died to a simple editor.
And yeah, the South American front just kind of like falls apart. The capital is full. No, South America has collapsed.
Ready up, ready up. Will blow it. Ready up, will grow. I do not want to put that away. I want to play this. To warm up. I want to warm up. Little bro. Clapping. I was clapping. Yeah, my hands. Dude, there's another 2013 kid in here. Yeah. Will Killa W 2013.
Now we have forces are going to be
him
sent
12 or 13.
here. The three continents gone.
Wait, I'm fizzing us up. Whee! Dead. Shoot that wall, shoot that wall, shoot the wall. Shoot it, shoot it! Kill him.
Yeah, they can only occupy territories, but don't invade them.
Kinda wait.
Here's Iceland.
500 damage.
And the island hopping campaign
I did 500 damage.
begins.
I got Mr. Oops on my team, so you better watch out. The 2013 kids.
And yep, we're landing in Europe now. Europe is now sending his troops up into the north.
Yo, my teammate is keying you.
Hold Ireland.
What?
Happens next.
500 damage. Yes, they are. Let me fizz us up. Thunderpump. 2013 Wilbro. 2013 Wilbro. In the
Whole
box.
of Ireland. Kinda is not the best here. Now the invasion continues. Invasion of the British Isles.
Yeah, me too.
Now we have the fall
Women FN.
of yeah.
Micah. Don't even see it. Don't even think about it.
There's only one British nation, or British Isle nation left. That's basically what I'm getting to. And the fall of Britain has just happened.
Yep. You're gonna lose. I know that. I just had the mammoth, so you know.
So yeah.
Look, I won't even do anything. Maybe the crowds will. I don't have any. I don't have any.
So now what is going to be
I don't have
planned?
any.
We need a supermassive invasion of Europe.
I don't want to drop it. Go key. Like a good boy.
First, a massive number of forces are going to get over here. For a specific reason. A massive invasion to Russia.
Does he like it?
About 95% of the forces, especially on this border.
Come on, fight them. You haven't even killed them yet. equipment. I'm just gonna harvest some mats, you know?
And the closer to Siberia, the easier it becomes. Now Russia is split into two. And yeah, Russia is collapsing.
Hey, leave me alone. I'm trying to fight you. That's what I'm doing.
There are major forces retreating into Europe.
Yo, it's your wall. I was expecting you to die to them. Since they are big monkeys.
So they turn around for the battle of the capital.
I did 0 damage and yet okay, they are both bad. Mr. Oops. And will kill a
The
W.
capital does fall. And Russia itself is now collapsing.
100.
We're just jumping over the mountains here now.
Dead.
Here jump the Urals.
He's one shot. We'll kill him, little bro. He did two. I did 420 damage. Yes, I can't drop it. I can't even open my tab. Just reboot. It's 3 seconds. I'm dead. I'm dead, little bro. I'm dead, little bro. I'm gonna have to spectate you. I killed at least will kill a W from circle. It's a fair 1v1. I will tell you who's winning. He's opening his chest.
Yeah, Russia's gone.
He's on low ground. He's coming up. He sucks.
Yeah, Russia's army's collapsing, but the Chinese are holding the front there.
I'm spectating him. He's not even building. He just killed himself. I told you he's not good. I'm spectating him. I'm gonna eat you. Just have you key. Wait, just pretend you're the one editing.
Invasion is considered a success. Here, the fall of Russia is now imminent.
Who do you want as a
Now
teammate?
Europe
You
is
get
not able to get
2013 skin or
support from
Mr.
Asia.
Oops?
Russia there. Yeah, Russia just felt like the strongest one in the whole alliance just is gone.
No, he just hasn't gone on a team yet. Watch me 1v2 you. Oh, I got team now. You kind of suck, though. My teammate's gonna clutch up somehow. If my teammate wins, you just suck. But yeah, I'm gonna spectate will kill a W 2013. Yo, your teammate is so bad. He just walked up to the guy, saw it, and then decided to go, yeah, I'm gonna out of here.
So yeah, they just gained like half of Russia.
If my teammate wins this,
And now a ton of forces are being sent to the Asian campaign.
how are you dying to this kid? He doesn't even build. He's not even building. He's zero building. I mean, your teammate is doing very fine. Dead. Your teammate died. Well, I want to 1v2 you guys because my teammate left. I mean, your teammate left.
Yeah, the invasion.
I told you my teammate would win this.
Yeah, the world is kind of collapsing here.
1v2 him. I mean, 1v2 you, him versus me. He goes on your team.
The entire Chinese coast is being incinerated here. And
he got a teammate.
yeah, this is like in like a couple of days. Yeah, the majority of their forces. And now their invasion. What remains of Russia? I'm not sure yet that they don't really have an army.
1v2.
Command Atlantic just continue to be a loss.
500 damage.
No, there's nothing going on in Europe because all the forces are over here. I'm not able to break through though.
Yeah. No, I haven't gone on a team yet. Nice. The other guy has the same skin as you.
And Russia.
Yeah, you do.
Now
Bye-bye.
invasion from the other
I'm
side.
out. Yo, where'd this guy come from? Yo, what is this deep? How did you know? Yeah? Oh, I know. It used to sound like a helicopter. I got it. It's a half a headphone. Yeah, I'm wearing headphones without a mic, and then I have my mic.
Yeah, Russia just surrenders at this point. They're done.
Am I? Yo, I hope you have fun in Storm. I hope you're having fun in Storm.
Europe knows how it's going in Asia, and they're like, they're just fortifying, they're just prepping.
That's kind of obvious. Little bro.
Korea is the next. And a bit move up here as well. Invasion of Japan. Yeah, Japan is steamrolled,
Easy.
becoming more and more advanced, and this world is becoming less and less.
871
The world is
damage.
becoming more, and this one's becoming less.
I want a 1v1. You have to be on the opposite team to make it fair. Because you're good, see? Yeah, why'd I get you as a teammate? Dad. Dad. I have 100% accuracy on my sniper so far.
Yeah, Russia's going.
Let me get you walking.
Nice. Just saying the locations of living inside of the Great Team are not the best, but they're okay. It's a dictatorship. It's like a monarchy, basically. Yeah, we're China being decimated here.
Yeah. I know.
No. The island campaign will begin. This is the second they take these, they just annex them.
That... Bro just died to low, bro. 2013, bro.
After
Good.
island, after island, after island. Invasion is going on.
Why is he editing on me on 10 HP? I didn't even. My teammate didn't even do anything. Huh?
Yeah.
Wait, you have to go another team. If not, it's not fair.
Invasion over here with the landings in Oceania. Oh boy, I'll be scared over here. Navy will invade the capital. Most territories are
You
like
just died to Will
forcing
Blow.
them to get their resources.
Womp womp. 1v2. I'm with Christian. Is this scary? Is this scary? The way I'm running at you.
And Bazinga.
About to be dead.
New Zealand is invaded.
Little bro. Okay, I'll get off for a bit.
And they fall. Yeah. So the front in the war for like this universe is not going to plan as well. They're on the continent of Australia. And now Australia will occupy this as they kick them out. Because they're saving Australia for last. Oh no. The last in Oceania. Really focusing on one country at a time. And the capital does fall. And with this, these guys just straight up give up. Yeah, these steamroll. The people over here. Now, they land over here on this island. They take the capital. At this point, they just take the, it's going to take the capital. The whole country just comes crashing down. Philippines is going to try their best to fight off the invasion. They'll blame China for changing the color because the invasion. And the other capital falls, but they fight until the very end. Yeah. So now Australia knows they're cooked, as now the forces are arriving. That was not supposed to happen. They're going to annex this into their territory here. Invasion of Australia begins, which is the final invasion of this conflict. And, well, that's not in Europe. No, they're going to smash into Australia. Most forces have now gone back to Europe, preparing for an invasion. We'll get to that in a sec. Let me finish off Australia first. Now putting, I think, 5. I think, of the 6 colonies here under their control. And yeah, literally, it's just Europe. Invasion of the old team begins as forces of Australia are being slammed into the old team. A brutal battle due to the fact they've been preparing for this for a while. It's not a breeze, but they are pushed back past their defenses. And yeah. Yeah, they fall here. Over here in France, invasion has begun. A massive invasion begins. Taking out this country over here very quickly. And yeah, they kind of like steamroll Europe here. Europe does not have enough forces here. This point doesn't work. I'm switching color because second they land in Spain. Yeah, pure chaos. The whole Spanish peninsula collapses as the blitzes are getting better and better. Because they're getting stronger every time by the second. The great team. Yeah, they realize kind of the war is not going to be won. Here, the blitz is continuing here. And it's really bad. Because they're forcing people to fight for them from the rest of the world. Invade up here. And Europe is now collapsing. And now the yellow team is trying to collapse as their offensives are incinerated by massive bombs. I'm almost on the map because I don't really do anything to the map. It's not nuclear. And it's steamrolling. Yeah. My team kind of realizes there's no point of fighting anymore. That they know they're gonna lose here. It is clearly obvious. At this point, the green team surrenders. And in the peace treaty, full annexation of the entire alliance. So yeah. This should now mean the entire world is under our alliance. Because I have no idea where the rest of the cars are. The whole world's under occupation now. So now we go here to India. The project is now putting in plan, and the return is now beginning. And poof. We're now back here. Yes, welcome back. Before everything ended, of course, there's a bit of change over here due to the fact that the map got updated, but we're fine. Yeah, it shall begin. We shall begin exactly where we left off. The steamrolling of the world. Here's where things change. The elevator is currently here. And I'll change the different color here. As black. Okay, that will work. What color would work? Put green. Can I just take this? What does we know? Does we know about? Don't notice this? And yeah, this is token for the future. And the leader of the country that was doing this, yeah, he's really bad. He's fighting over here, a very small area. So what it had to do? Incinerate the whole thing. It causes a massive wave. Now the world is very much noticing this. And someone's up here. So yeah, the wave was massive. Good bit down here as well. And that third capital over here was taken underwater. So it has to move the capital here in Australia. So now the world is very shocked here of what just happened. Soon you'll figure out why. Now the invasion begins. And yeah, this is brutal. The leader has been incinerated. The reason he's very strong, but if you get jumped by the future, and it's specific on you, and you have no idea it's coming, you get cooked. Mostly since I've been preparing for this. No troops from the other universe are arriving in the past of this universe. No, the reason they did all the invading was to get troops, mostly. And yeah, this is a brutal conflict here. And now their second conflict has begun, the Great Trial. to get back home. Yeah, they do. Over here, you're able to break through here in Mesopotamia, as they're getting incinerated here. They're saying majority of their forces down south as they're losing really, really bad. They've been prepping. And be honest, they're still only getting better. So yeah. The world is very confused of who in the world is this. A bunch of bombs are being dropped, incinerating them. Yeah, everywhere's laying a book of firework here. Having this being their last stronghold because in the past they usually got them all. Yeah, they steamroll here. The Great Trial is victorious. Here's the thing. Now they're coming in contact with the past world. So yeah, what's that about? So now we will get a treaty. It's kind of an unofficial one. As the aliens have now been defeated. They weren't basically already, they just had a backup plan here. And now since what they've been working for was destroyed in seconds, yeah, they collapsed. So now the world is probably concerned about this thing down south. And yeah. The new capital will be right here. And yeah. So now what? Well, since the great trial has been fulfilled, if you think that's what happened, you will be wrong. The true trial will begin. Now, invasion here will be launched. I don't think you expected this. Of course, why would they start invading? Simple reason. They want it for themselves, not the past versions. They know exactly who they're fighting against. Like, these are legends. So now it's time. The future. This is the legends. The true great trial. The trial to see if the future or the past is better. And yet, they were. This world is way more advanced than the other one. They kind of have to jump on the aliens here. That's right, very fast victory. But it was a costly one here. And also a lot of resources. I mean, a lot of them. Look good on maps, but it was very costly. Now this conflict resulted in alliance. Now a state of war has been declared. The true finale will begin. The final war of the series will now commence. Yeah, I made the evacuation over here. And over here in the assembly HQ, which is another time. Uh, a nuke just dropped on it. Here's our nuclear device to get rid of it. But now they have no more HQ. That's really the goal. Of course, we're not going to use it. Yeah. This war is massive. So what is the plan of the world to deal with this? Well, they don't really know what their enemies, so spies are being sent in. Yeah, they figured very quickly that the guys' future, aliens won in their future, they can stop it, and now they're invading the world to take it back for themselves. These have gone a bit being dictatorships, with oppression and stuff. So now we have a plan. Their plan is very simple. Get the troops to rebel. Why? Because the majority of them from the outer universe, because they were mostly got the resources from India to start the conflict from the rebellion. That's why they accepted the treaty, because they probably couldn't beat India at the full time of that thing. And now then they did at the end. Because they had more resources and stuff. Resources was no longer a problem. So no, that's our plan here. Now this more because they also have the nuclear device. It's better not to destroy the whole world. Advanced the red team. They're currently unable to make a wall. So it is best to blockade the area. To do successfully. And well, evacuate out of Africa. Very slowly evacuating out of Africa. Because mostly it's lost here. Like the aliens, these guys will not incinerate the whole planet. They want to live on the planet. That it would be extremely unpopular with the actual people living there to incinerate the whole planet. I mean, extremely unpopular. Because they have experience here. They've already invaded Africa once. And that the evacuation of Africa is now a success. The population of the people that ran away did go up due to certain methods that are used. The population is in the millions. You plan on making it eventually billions. Of course, are they treating everyone in this world bad? No. Like, they wouldn't. So people that fled are literally from here and reading their past selves. So, trying to explain their reasoning. But yeah, arguing yourself, you're not winning that one. Now, blockade of the canal will be happening. But this was. Now we're stuck in Africa. Yeah, they're unable to get out. They didn't bring over a navy. So they're bringing over a navy. They're producing navies. Their navy is pretty strong, actually. But one thing they're not good at is navy. Mostly land warfare. They had prefer some navy. Invasion is attempted over here, but it does fail. So now we're in a stalemate position. We'll have a new secret base that nobody will know about. Right here. And it will be discussed that they must take this thing down really quickly. So a three-pronged attack it needs to be put into action. Only the biggest landings ever to be put into action. Because I'm no pushover. The reason why they're not winning is because their navy's garbage. They can't really. They're trying their best to bring over navy, but it's very hard. And then when they bring it over, it gets destroyed, and they can't even deploy it. So it's very hard here. They have air superior, absolutely. Like, all here, everything's getting bombed. They go over here because they're trying. Over here, that's not possible. They're gonna try to do their best at secret invasion. Nobody knows about, but it does get through somehow. Up in the green team. And the green team. You made the green team angry. Yeah. Now the nationalism is taking over in the green team. That's a really bad thing. And now you're in trouble. These guys do not know. These guys very strong. Also very strong. But you're way stronger. That's number one at the moment. And now it's getting by a lot because of the nationalism factor. And now a ton of troops are being sent to the invasion front. The invasion planning. But they kind of know they can't win this war. It's obvious they cannot win this war. Naturally. Because it would be impossible. So they do have a plan. The plan is to convince the guys to stop. Capture leaders. Leaders are literally right here because, and they are an absolute joy. So the secret operation will begin. A bunch of infiltrators will infiltrate over here, disguised as locals. The leaders will be kidnapped and shipped all the way to the green team, through the green team, down over here. Yeah, they're not happy their leaders got kidnapped. And their goal is to convince them. The convincing begins. And well, here's what money could look like.
The terms are non-negotiable, gentlemen. Continuing this conflict will only lead to further losses on your side.
So yeah, the meeting is currently happening. And they actually do some of these back after the fact. Because the goal here was to try to convince them to, like, stop. They say no. Mission back, they're very mad. But, something surprising, you could say, happens for these guys. Yeah, when your whole army is people that you captured and they don't like you really bad, these are trying convincing you to this, and you literally just died a whole continent. Yeah, they have no motivation for you. So, massive revolutions here are starting to pop up here. on this world. The army is refusing to fight them. But these guys are not happy, because that's their land. You guys literally just want to go back to their home, their own universe, and stuff. This is when the invasion begins. Mass invasion over here on this coast. They slam forces. Like, their forces are overwhelming their forces, and their forces are just straight up just surrendering in masses. Oh boy. Yeah. Players are noticing that their friends are collapsing. Yeah. People that actually are from the future are starting to lose loyalty to the government here. Because they're failing. And yeah, the capital here is surrounded in a major battle of loyal forces versus them, and a ton of loyal forces are annihilated at the battle. It's a very bad thing if the majority of your forces get wiped out in a single battle. Man, and there's down south. Who's gonna lead this charge? The second Lieutenant lands here, the government is like, oh no. They completely flee this world. And the battle of the capital begins with a defeat in it. Then everything is starting to collapse here. They're trying to keep it as much as they can from the other world. The ones that are loyal, because you just failed your one job. We're about to fail it. Okay. These guys connect. They're like, hey, we know you want to get home. Just join us and we'll send you back. And we take it over. And yes, there you go. The rebellion has joined. It's between here. Now just rebels are basically destroying these country. That's because they're promising to send them home and to liberate it. So now, yeah. The invasion of Egypt. And the liberation is going very well. Due to the fact that, well, majority of people are in support. As others here are retreating because they know it's kind of lost here. The capital fell, they kind of started retreating. And then they're going to go plan another invasion. They have no idea that the universe knows they're from another universe. They don't know that. So yeah, all this right here, this is all abandoned for a defensive position down south. And the green team is doing work down south. They are aware that defending their other enemies will be 10 times harder. And yeah, there goes. The aliens are now gone, at least. I see this as a positive. And now the preparation for the invasion of the universe will begin. A mega preparation is put into place in all countries. And after a couple of months, it is prepared to go. Of course, they also, other side, have a couple of months to try to hide the fact that they're non-invading. And now it's time for the reverse card. Here we go. Ah, yes. We've returned. So currently, in their capital, which is right here, actually not, it would be right here. They're currently, they're like, trying to convince people like, oh, we're invading still, we're winning, and stuff. Even though they're not, they lost. They have no idea what they're winning. first forces are from you-know-who, the green team. And they do not expect invasion. So like might just straight up join this army. And yet they don't even. I'm not joking, like they start steamrolling. The government doesn't even notice. Till eventually, at this point, they finally formed like I'm pretty sure there's a rebellion in part of Germany here. And they got footage of it. Like that's not rebellion. It's an invasion. No, a second landing. They kind of are realizing that they're under attack. They're being invaded. They did not expect this. For the most worst one for them. So behind here. The invasion is brutal here. The troops are loyal, flee, and the troops turn over, so we have more soldiers. At this point, it is going viral that there's an unknown force invading. And I found one of the colors. There's 3 teleportation points here. But there's also another one. It's your boy, the black team here. Yeah. And over here, there's a rebellion. In fact, this was under this for either versus version of this black team. They're from the green team and green point like, hey, we run a version of this. And yeah, they crush this. Like that, this guy, unlike the other guys, he had share stories of it. Empire got, well, these guys got crushed. They're mostly friends. Well, friendly, basically. As they're fighting a common enemy. Right now, it's very, very obvious. There's an invasion. And we're not stopping. They didn't mix a landing, trying to make it take the British Isles. Which will go very well. As And holding on to the whole world is a very hard thing to do for a very long period of time. The people are losing in resistance, and riding is shooting to the roof. The place that they just have to walk in, they're literally just, instead of fighting anything, they are literally has nothing to do, they just walk and like, this is ours. Move on, like 4 towns before there's an actual fight. So yeah, the mega invasion has truly begun. So what are these guys gonna do? Well, I'm gonna start with having some familiar resistance over here. India wants to rebel from the rule. As they're sick of this tyranny. India, this rebellion right here, the government here is in extreme panic. They have everything. They're gonna send out. Finally, have a military response. It's been for ages, and you've done nothing. Most forces are in India. Very easy. It's kind of hard. And when there's even like was even more rebellion. The rebellion in Africa occurs, which is crushed very violently. Resistance is now possible, but the thought of it is not allowed. Well, that's it. I know the capital is to the informants of here, so they just teleport from here. There's a lot of troops here. Maybe connected here, officially encircling the capital and putting it in a siege. They could absolutely flee. Use your navy. But the navy's in the Civil War. Straight up. This thing is now in this straight up Civil War. In revolts in Africa. Many states start to break away. They want a free Africa. There's there's a leaders want revenge. and they want to execute the leaders here. You guys, very bad. So, these are unable to evacuate because they're now surrounded. Here, they're unable to get anywhere. They would get to Africa. That's the worst idea. And, yeah, the complete collapse of Africa means one thing. We do meet up. And, unlike the other ones, these guys show extreme hospitality towards the other ones. The red team is like, alright, we need to do something about these guys. Of course, they're not keeping on to this. Seems incomplete occupation. Contain this island, which makes these guys very angry. But, yeah, they launched an invasion here. And there's a lot of stuff going on here. They're just bombed. The whole world, other world's like, why invading this country? The simple response was, they're not. They're a very naughty country. So now Africa's gone. And now over here's encircled. Yeah, when your army is refusing to fight a war, you kind of are cooked here. Because when your government is encircled and starving, unable to being basically walked off from the government, it starts not going so well for them. As they're collapsing, so like me, it's nesting around. They bring all their loyal forces and attempt to slam from the south. Goes pretty well. Still forces decide to betray you. Because,
You got it.
they know you're lost.
You get beat out by the big boy.
Actually, then, the forces join. Well, because they're yeah. They're literally, the local forces literally join. Mesopotamians mostly, as because for a certain reason. They're literally same people in the past. They're getting convinced because the government is sucking. So, yeah, march from the capital. The government is very worried. The battle of the capital begins and ends very quickly. The lasers are effect captured. The war is not over yet. The war is going to basically be a walk in the park. It refuses to surrender, and their country is basically being decimated. There's nobody fighting, it's literally just walking in. Main ground of Orleans here. At this point, all the Floyd forces, the people who are actually fighting, joined. Now not. At this point, they know that they're done. The government officially decides to surrender. The conflict is now over. So now we will get a treaty. This might take a very long time. We have to a treaty is set down in the capital right here. Where our last treaty of this series will be happening. America's back. They know they can't put it back to the board as it was before. But they're gonna try to best to make it bring back tons of countries. They're mostly getting big countries, as it's not really possible to bring back smaller because they've basically been incinerated. Now, many new countries are going to be born. A different Brazil is back. All these are not bad countries. There's 3 South American countries. There's only 3. So now we're done with that continent. We shall now go to a new continent. And that will be Europe. A new black team. Not the one that invaded, but from this universe that we're in right now. It's returned. It got bigger. What's the main game from this universe? And now guess who's coming back? Sweden! Yep, there's Sweden. Yep, they're back. Many new countries here. Yeah, Europe's game. This is a version of Rome. This is so-called Italy. So maybe Italy. That way, that's not Wales Island. We got Scotland. Then we got England. Wales. We have the Balkan. So the ocean's back, but on the same location. And that's Europe. New Europe. There's something, one thing that bothers me. There we go. This is not Africa. A mass of Egypt is made. That's Africa. A concert is on the look by Mesopotamia. They're bringing back Mesopotamia. That's weird. They're bringing back themselves in a different universe. So they're putting it under a new government. And to make sure it doesn't go bad. The capital here will be given to India. Which is all occupied land. You know, they surrendered. I mean, they can do whatever they want here. India is going to be losing size here. So India's back now. We're going on to Australia. A massive ocean is built native one here. After this, a new country is another one. Taiwan is taken. That just leaves Asia. And this world. This will be very simple. And there we go. A big Korea will be formed. Japan. And the last country be your boy, Russia. And that is the pastry on this world. The second part of it on this world. Every single country is forced into this new pact to keep world peace. Prevent a conflict on this world. Okay. And then he gets the capital. What was the capital of, the Great King? And this is the treaty. So the treaty, all the people that came from the other world has to go back, including the ones invaded at the start, and the ones that came to liberate. So they all leave. This puts an end to this map. As we go back and they officially leave the conflict. So now we return to the main area, where we have to deal with only one part, Africa. This world is very nice. What I mean when they're nice? Well, in the peace treaty, one is actually, they thought they really have no home anymore, stuck with nowhere to go. They really want to be in this world again. But for them, they are given this area of land in Africa. What the aliens once had. In fact, for taking on the aliens. Because they actually care. They are extremely happy. The people are also very happy. And you will not refuse it. And the capital wants to again. And they'll be joining being part of this world again. Now, actually, joining the, I don't say it's aliens, but aliens in the game. So now it's turned into the global alliance of peace to keep anything from war. And these guys, like I said, they're very happy about this. These are actually very, very happy. They actually start crying in the meeting hall. Also, second part of the history was right here. First part, that was the world, and that was in the capital area. Second part, right here. They were very happy about this. They have a home place. So yeah, they're very grateful. And there's no more aliens. The alien threat is now over. And that is the end. Peace at last. That ends the series. Yep, this is it. Finish. I've enjoyed the series. I think a pretty good ending in my opinion. So this is episode 50. This concludes it. This is the end. So I hope you enjoyed watching. We had a massive trial. And the trial vectors are the past. Past is shown. Future, nothing can live together. The world is now peace. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.